Will Greece's Euro Odyssey have a happy ending? Well, let's put this question to our studio guest this week, economist Ansgar Belke. What do you think? How likely is a Greek exit from the Eurozone?
I think the probability is increasing significantly because we observe that we have election results which are not favorable to what the Troika wants to happen. The cutting off of budget deficits to become more competitive, which means lowering wages and prices. This is not very well accepted in elections. So there will be difficulties in credibility, and hence Greece might become punished.
Well, but people are still trying to find some sort of a solution. Germany's Deutsche Bundesbank now has introduced an idea of a parallel currency. It's nicknamed G-Euro. How would this work?
This is not a surprising proposal because we observed this kind of stuff in the Argentine case in the past already. This is kind of debt instrument of the government, debt paper, which is issued in order to pay standard goods which you need in everyday life. And on the contrary, you will still have euros. And this is a more smooth transition to kind of exit. Because euros are valuable and are not spent, and so they are very valuable and can be earned by exports. And this is what Greece needs, to export more than it imports. And the government can promise that they will repay this kind of debt instruments when they become liquid again, maybe in euros or in Drachma as well. And so it's a thing you can manage. If they are too expensive, they can be devalued or revalued, so the market mechanism will work.
But would this also work on a larger scenario? I mean, could countries like Spain, for example, follow suit?
Spain is another topic. I think Spain is a rather sound economy still. The banks are the problem. If you look at Spain's export performance, it improved very well. Structural reforms have been enacted, so everything seems to go smooth in the real economy sector. The problem are the banks around there.
What about Eurobonds? Hollande and Monti, France, Italy, they would like to see the introduction of Eurobonds?
Yes, I think there's a smooth process towards Eurobonds in the euro area. Merkel will have to give in and will accept project bonds first. That is a kind of joint liabilities in the case of concrete subjects and investment projects. And this will go on to a common Eurobond later on.
Okay. Well, the final question, though, if all fails and Greece has to leave the Eurozone, maybe even the European Union, what's next?
The problem is that there will be contagion. Just in the short run, the ECB has stepped in order to avoid this kind of contagion. But in the long run, there might be problems because investors try to work out whether Spain or Portugal will be the next candidate, for instance, will get out as well. And there might be some problems also for the euro area to exist anymore. But the transition costs will be very high, so we will not see this kind of contagion in the next year because Draghi is well aware of the fact and is having the ECB president Draghi is having its bazookas, its long-term refinancing operations and that stuff already at hand.
Okay, Ansgar Belke, thank you very much for joining us.